Welcome to CorkCon today for January 10th, 2020. This is the show where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now and give you my opinion on them. Now, this is my opinion. If you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below. I'll put a link to each story there so you can read about them for yourself. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you think about them. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do, and hopefully I can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. Now, real quick, today is our last day, one last time, dealing with bad lighting, weird backgrounds, and more. CES is coming to an end. I'm heading home. Tomorrow's show will be a special edition kind of walk around. We got a ton of video from the show floor, so tomorrow's going to be a little bit different. Then Monday, I'm back in the office. Everything's back to normal. Try to maybe do a bonus Q&A to kind of make up for everything. But I hope you all had a fantastic week. Thank you for bearing with me at CES and some personal travel kind of through the last 2 weeks into chaos. So thanks to everybody. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let's get into the news. And thanks for bearing with me. Real quick, let's start off with a deal of the day. The Roku Ultra is on sale for $83.99, down from the typical $99.99. So if you want the 2019, the most up-to-date version of the Roku Ultra, right now is not a bad time to pick that up. Also, the FCC has been putting $20 billion up to expand rural broadband. The idea here has been that they would go and offer rural incentives by helping to cover some of the costs of bringing broadband to rural Americans. The issue being, if I wire a mile in a major city, I can sign up several hundred customers. If I do it in rural America, I may sign up 1 or 2 per mile. So the FCC was like, hey, we'll help cover some of that cost so that you can justify it for you. The problem here is they want to raise the requirement. They want one set of funds for like people who bring internet for 100 megabytes down and higher, and one set of funds for the lower. While AT&T, Frontier, and others are pushing to say, hey, that amount of money in the lower end should be bigger. The break should be at 50 down instead of 100 down. So AT&T and others are lobbying the FCC to lower the speed requirements and raise the amount of funding for people who are offering lower internet speeds. Now, the FCC will decide what they want to do officially later this month. We'll get official word on it, but there's definitely pressure from some to say, hey, there's no reason for 100 down. Their argument was that would raise the cost that they would have to charge customers. We'll see how that plays out, but AT&T and others are fighting the FCC right now. We'll see who wins. The FCC has made very clear expanding rural broadband will be a major concern for them, and they've been making a lot of moves to do it. Some of this money's already been spent. Others of it, it's only now getting started. All right, next story up of the day. Amazon has updated the Fire TV user interface. The Prime Video app within it, where you find all the Prime Video content exclusively, has been updated. Now, if you have a Fire tablet, or Android or iOS, you've probably already seen this update. It changes a few things in there. For instance, there's a new My Stuff area. That's where you find purchased content in your watch list. There's also a bigger emphasis on the channels, those subscriptions to like HBO, Showtime, and more, where you subscribe through Amazon to do that. So not a huge difference. Some people have called it a Netflix-like look. Other people have argued that this doesn't look a lot like Netflix. I do like the update. I think the update's very, very nice. On tablets and stuff, you'll find that it also includes the ability to download whole seasons as opposed to having to individually download each show. So Amazon's definitely making some changes here, working hard to improve the app. And I'd love to know, your Fire TV may not have updated yet. This is rolling out. You can try to manually update to see if you're going to get this updated user interface. But I'd love to know what you think. Have you seen the new Fire TV update for Prime Video? If so, what do you think of it? All right. Last year at CES, we broke the news. We got the first demo of a app for TiVo owners to watch their content on Roku's, Fire TVs, Apple TVs, and more. Right now, according to TiVo, this is on hold. That this, at the moment, it's not dead, but as they're allocating their limited resources, how they want to spend it, where they want to focus, the idea of an app for Roku and Apple TV and more has been put on hold for the moment. This comes from TechHive, who originally broke this story, and it was confirmed by Cord Cutters News that, at the moment, I know a lot of people have been asking, the app for TiVo to stream their movies and TV shows to the Apple TV and Roku and more from your TiVo DVR is on hold. No word, and we'll learn more about it. Sounds like a lot of the resources that were going to be put to that went to the new streaming player that runs Android TV there. All right, and let me know, does that interest you? Would an app on Fire TV, Roku, and more make you more likely to buy a TiVo? All right, there's a new law that outlaws cable TV companies for charging you for equipment you don't have. For cord cutters, the big trend has been cable companies who charge you to have a modem. You have to pay their modem rental even if you buy your own modem. And now a new law has been passed, which is the same law that banned hidden fees, also included this little provision in it, which prevents cable TV companies from charging you for equipment you don't use. We've seen this in other ways. For instance, if you're a cable TV customer, you have to take 3 boxes, right? Even if you don't want to use 3 boxes, this bundle requires you to pay for 3 bundles or 3 boxes from them. That would make this illegal. So let me know, is this even something the government should get involved in? And what do you think? Have you ever been hit by that fact that even if you don't use it, you have to pay for it issues there? And last story up of the day, Amazon has new Fire TV remotes for Fire TV, smart TVs, and soundbars. These new improved remotes include things like on the Fire TV Edition smart TVs in Germany, a full keypad so you can change channels using the keypad. The things like, for instance, on the guide, there's the ability to jump directly into a their new guide there from the remote, a little single button to do it. Settings, there's a separate remote button now for settings and more. So Amazon here has been bringing out new remotes. I would love to see these new remotes, some of these new features come to the regular Fire TV stick. For instance, the TV guide button, the ability to jump into settings and more right from the remote. Pretty cool. Love to know. I'll put a link down in the show notes to that where you can actually see the new remotes there. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of them. I'd love to hear from you. Well, that's it. Thank you so much to everybody who has been watching these videos. Thank you to everybody who's been very patient, as our video schedule has been rather erratic recently because of CES, because of some traveling, had a wedding to be at. Thank you for your support. Cannot thank you enough. We'll be back tomorrow with a special weekend recap where we go to the show floor and show you a bunch of things there. And then back to normal because I'm going home and I cannot wait. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Thank you for your support.